Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy Hodges. I'm an advocate for OCD, in particular the community name, Pure OCD, which is also the name of my memoir, The Invisible Side of Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. Pure OCD is the name for individuals who experience intrusive thoughts and mental rituals. I'm also a certified peer support specialist working worldwide with individuals who are living with OCD and working toward recovery in any stage. I can also provide referrals. In my practice, I have 8-week closed support groups, and I also have an online community where you can connect with other people, attend weekly support groups, and other events and classes and things like that. Inquire with me at my email or go to my website, chrissyhodges.com, to find out more. NoCD, and OCD is an app, and inside this app, there are all kinds of resources. You can connect with other individuals that have OCD. And they also do telehealth for ERP in many, many places around the world. So visit them at treatmyocd.com to find out more or to schedule with them on getting some ERP therapy. So today, this is very impromptu. I had an actual topic planned to do tonight, and then I had group, and I just felt really inspired to talk about something. If you don't listen to the OCD stories, check them out. It's a podcast. I did a podcast on the OCD stories this past week, and it was a great topic, OCD and grief, and it was really exciting to be able to talk to about some of those things that we never really talk about really openly. So I had a great time, and in that podcast, and then in talking about that with clients this week and groups, I just felt really inspired to talk about something in a lot of ways to just give some clarity. So I hope this doesn't feel all over the place. A lot of times this is what we hear. We hear about OCD as far as living life with OCD and doing what you love and living by your values, which I'm always really hesitant to say, even though I understand what it means outside of what it could potentially trigger people with. When people say, living for your values and working toward your values or whatever, a lot of times when people have intrusive thoughts that are taboo, they may worry that they've lost their values, that they don't know what their values are anymore, that they're having trouble even connecting to the person that they were before or that they want to be. This is because OCD is ego dystonic, meaning you're having intrusive thoughts that aren't aligned with who you are, yet you can't stop the thoughts and you're logically trying to argue with them and it's not working. So when this happens and we're trying to apply our values to it, but yet the intrusive thoughts persist, you might think to yourself, oh my God, I don't even know what my values are anymore. And what if my values have changed and I've just been in denial, or this is who I truly am and I'm just not accepting it. This is so common, by the way. And I just wanted to share that with you before I talk about this topic, because I don't want you to get confused that this is what I'm talking about, or this is what this means when we talk about do life anyway, do what you love despite OCD. I'm going to break. So that's why I wanted to share that with you first. So if you're getting confused about but I still don't know who I am and I need to know who I am before I do the things that I love because I don't even know what I love anymore, I get that and I understand that, but that's not the message here. This is more about when you're feeling trapped by OCD and trapped by an OCD theme. I feel like I have a lot to add to this talk right now, but I'm not going to get into it, because I have felt very trapped by a specific OCD theme for years and years and years. And I have shared it with y'all before. It is the hypervigilance of pain in my feet and pain in my body when I'm doing the things that I love, like exercise. I moved to Colorado to be part of the Colorado Trail system. I love the mountains. I love running. I love hiking. I love being outside. And at a very dark place in my life years ago, OCD came in, swooped in, and tried to take that away from me. And still does every single day. Tells me that I can't do the things that I want to do. Tells me I'm never going to be able to do the things that I want to do. Shows me that I can't by me being hypervigilant about pain. And I have worked really hard on this theme, and I have many breakthroughs here and there. And then I have big breakthroughs and have really kind of worked hard about getting back to who, not back to the person I used to be, but back to the person that says, I am going to do what I want and fuck off, to my OCD. And I will say, this came up in a group tonight because we were talking about like taking risk and living life anyway when OCD tells us that we have to be scared of things. And I've had a major breakthrough in the last couple weeks, and I just wanted to share that with you in correlation with this topic. Something in me shifted over the last few months, and really it was just about me needing to let go of what I think I needed to do with this theme of like, oh my gosh, like when we have OCD and we get trapped in the I'm afraid of this and life is never going to be this way, or it used to be this way and it's never going to be this way again. Sometimes we get into that feeling of I'm stuck here. I don't know who I'm going to be and I'm too scared and I wish I used to be the other person. And we're trapped in the future and the past, and instead of being in the present. And in the present, sometimes you just have to challenge OCD. And you have to just say, what am I going to do in life today that I want to do? And this is where the values piece comes in. But let me explain. Not by like core values of this and this, but like my values would be, today I want to go out and spend time in nature and I want to go on a hike, and my OCD says, but you can't, because what if you go out there and now all of a sudden your feet hurt and you find out that you can't do it and you get out there and yada, yada, yada. And then I shut down and start having anxiety. And the values piece is, no, this is important to me and I'm going anyway. No matter what happens, I can trust myself that I can handle the situation. Even if I have extreme anxiety, I will be okay. If I have to put backup stuff in place, I will. I'm texting my friends, I'm going out on this trail, and if I get in severe pain, I might text you. Maybe you can help me through it, whatever. If you have to put backups in, fine. But the values piece, I am going to do the things that I love, no matter what, because the anxiety is going to be there anyway. So I might as well do it anyway. And in the last few weeks, I have had this serious breakthrough in this theme. And I'm not saying this because I'm like, I broke through and you haven't. I have been dealing with this for years on and off. Years. Me thinking I'm going to be 90 years old and dealing with this theme. And I am under no illusions that it's not going to come back, maybe even tomorrow. I'm under no illusions of that. But the thing is that I've accepted I could give two shits if it's here or there. And I'm still going to do the things that I love. And I have been implementing that the last few weeks and pushing my brain to believe you can do these things and your body will follow and your brain will follow. You just have to kind of make the decision. It's almost like mind over matter. And I felt these breakthroughs. I'm still scared. And I want you to know that I'm not sitting here going, do this and everything is going to be great. I'm still scared. I'm still scared that there's part of me that is never going to be a trail runner again, or that is never going to be able to just go out on a whim and walk for, 10 miles in a foreign city that I wanted to travel to, or without like feeling pain or whatever. And that I'm never going to just see something and be able to be like, because there are certain things I used to do, like doing the incline here and things like that I just stopped doing because I was listening to my brain and my, I think to myself, well, my gosh, what if that's, well, you know what, maybe it will. And I'm not promoting maybe not here, but what I'm promoting is, what do I want to do? And how am I getting in my own way? How is OCD getting in my way? So what are the steps I can take to just start doing that, even like in developing the new Chrissy? Not the Chrissy I wish that I used to be, and not the Chrissy that I hope to be in the future. Because if I'm not, what does that mean about my happiness? I don't know what my fucking happiness is going to be tomorrow, because tomorrow hasn't come. All I know is that today's happiness is I would like to get out on the trail. And maybe your today happiness is, I'd like to go to that coffee shop again. I'd like to be able to go to the grocery store. I'd like to be able to go out with my friends. I'd like to be able to date again. I'd like to be able to have kids. Maybe that's what yours is. And this is not a video that is trying to be like, you can do it, and yeah, there's nothing in the way. Trust me. It's not, I just felt the need to share this with you. If you just needed someone else to say, I'm walking with you and I'm scared too. And I know my theme that I've been dealing with probably seems so stupid. And lots of people that have taboo intrusive thoughts are probably like, I wish I had that one. But you know what? So many times I have said, I wish I had taboo intrusive thoughts, because at least I wouldn't have this pain. And I could know that it's OCD, which of course I wouldn't. This experience, no matter what the theme, is yours and it's mine. And I guess what I wanted to offer you tonight is just that I'm walking alongside you. And that we can slowly start doing the little things that maybe we want to do or we used to do or we stopped doing, and doing them just punches back at it. It just punches back at OCD. Like, no, you're not going to take this from me. And even though OCD has taken a lot from me in my life, I feel overly inspired in the last few weeks to just, with the momentum of, I am going to continue to push the barriers, even just little by little, to just show myself and show my brain that I can do this. And I wanted you to know that. So whatever you're facing, maybe something you miss, or maybe something you're wanting to do and you're scared to do, something that is just so important to you and that brings you joy in life, there might be barriers there. And there might be a lot of fear there. But just push in just a little bit. Just push in a little bit. And that's what I'm doing too. Because when people say, live your life despite OCD, go out and do life, this is exactly what it's talking about. What's happening right now in life, it's not always going to be like this, whether that's good or bad. Life is about change, and things will change. And sometimes we have to be the catalyst to that change. And sometimes the catalyst to that change is taking a leap of faith in the face of fear and saying, I'm going to do these things and I am scared, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm doing it with you, even if I'm across the globe from you. There's somebody else on the planet right now that knows exactly how you feel and is going to take some small risks moving forward. And I want you to know that we're doing it together. That's my message tonight. I know it's a little all over the place, and I know it's weird. But sometimes that impromptu stuff, I just want to share with you off the cuff, because this is the real deal with OCD. This is the real life stuff. This is when life meets OCD on the concrete. You know what I mean? Like, what do? We just keep pushing. We just keep living. And at some point, we can find the courage to just keep living the life we want, even when OCD tells us we don't deserve it or we can't ever have it again. Yes, we can. So go do it. Go do it. I am. Think about me tomorrow, and I will think about you. I'll see you next time.